Hi everyone, and welcome back to Easy Cooking with Linda B. As you can see, I have someone very special standing next to me, brought back to you by popular demand, is my friend Linda. And she has another awesome recipe that she's going to show us how to make and all the ingredients that we need. And I'm going to turn it over to her now.
Hello. Linda was gracious enough to have me back. I guess I didn't do too bad. Anyway, this dessert you're going to love. Again, easy dessert. It needs one package, regular size Oreo cookies, not the double stuff. And you could use mint or regular, and 2 or 3 of the melting chocolate chips for the dip when you dip the truffles. And you could use white, you can use chocolate or semi-sweet. And they have different varieties, but the Ghirardelli is the best chocolate. And you only need 1 cream cheese, and it's got to be at room temperature. So those are your 3 ingredients. Doesn't get much easier than that. So let's do it.
Sounds like a plan. I can't wait. Let's go.
I'm back. So clean hands. Don't forget clean hands. If you don't have a food processor, take a large Ziploc bag or non-Ziploc bag. Put your Oreo cookies in there, and take a meat mallet or something that you can crush them with, and just hammer until the Oreos are crushed. And if you're lucky enough to have a food processor, you just put all your Oreos in the food processor, and try not to eat any of them before you do. And we're going to pulse these until they become crumbs. We're going to pulse the Oreos. So we're checking in the machine, and we could see a couple of the cookies didn't crush. So we're going to go back and just pulse them again. So if you want to see the consistency of the crumbs, it's like breadcrumbs. They're very fine. And that's perfect. Now, once again, if you don't have a food processor, take your block of cream cheese, put it in the bag, and just kind of massage it until it all becomes like a very thick brownie batter. But if you do have a food processor, what I've done is cut the cream cheese, an 8-ounce block of room temperature cream cheese, into small squares, so it'll be easier to pulse. Let's get it in there. Now we're going to put this together again and pulsate. Now it looks like a brownie mix.
All right, one thing I want to point out to you that you may not be aware of is that the cookie scoops are all different sizes. And how you know what you're dealing with is in your scoop, there's a little band here in the center, just like that. There is a number in it. Now, this is a number 60. And this one is a number 50. Now, if you look at them, the number 60 is smaller than the 50. So with that in mind, as the number gets larger, like a 70 will be even smaller than the 60. And that'll determine the size of your cookie dough balls after you're done scooping them. So I hope you find that little tidbit helpful. So I'm going to turn it back over to Linda now. Here you go.
Okay. So what we're doing now is we're just taking some dough, and Linda is going to be my assistant. I'm going to roll them into balls because we want them to be perfect, like they came out of a chocolate shop.
Yeah, when you put them, dip them in the coating, the melted chocolate, which we'll be showing you next, you want them to come out evenly.
We could be doing this for days. There's
Yeah.
a lot of them here.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
So Linda and I are going to work on this for now. We'll come back to you when they're all set up on the tray. Then we'll go to the next step.
Okay, so the number 60 scoop made 39 truffles. So you have an idea of how many you're going to make. You can make them any size you want. And if you don't have a scoop, just judge with your hands how big you want them and roll them into balls yourself without a scoop. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the freezer, maybe 15 minutes, just so they're easier to dunk in the chocolate and they're firm. And that's where we're going to go next. So we have a double boiler, which I've never used before in my life. And I'm going to pour these in here. Now, another way to do this is just put it in a Pyrex and put it in the microwave for a minute and melt your chocolate.
I'll take this.
But we're doing it this way because Linda's got all the toys here.
Oh, geez. Not quite. I just feel you have more control over it.
You know you do.
And why don't you just give a close-up here as to what Linda's doing and how it looks. Okay, see how quickly it's starting to melt?
Yeah, it's doing a nice job.
It doesn't take long at all. That's why I love the double boiler. A lot of people like the microwave, but that's just not my thing.
Okay, so the truffles are out of the freezer and they're nice and firm to work with, and the chocolate's melted. And what we did was we took a baking sheet and put foil on it so it'll be easy to clean up. And we just put a rack on it so they'll just drain into the foil and we don't have a mess. What I do is I take a slotted spoon and just dunk it into the chocolate like so and put it on the rack.
There you go. Very good.
And Linda's got all kinds of nice stuff to put on top.
So I'm going to decorate it.
Got to work fast.
This is the crushed peppermint. I'm going to do the like green sanding sugar here.
She's making an assortment, which is going to be very pretty. And I'm getting it all over the...
Yeah, it's okay. And then we got the little colorful sprinkles there. And then the red sanding sugar.
And it's great if you have somebody to help you do it because it goes faster like this. Look how pretty they look.
They do look really pretty. So Linda and I are going to continue working on this, and we'll come back to you and show you what they look like when they're done. What we did was we put them in the freezer so they could firm right up. So the next thing we'll do is get them in little cups, display them. We'll show you what they look like when it's all completed. Linda, these came out gorgeous. I can't believe that. Beautiful presentation. What do you think? Time for a taste test?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we have our pieces here.
Happy
Cheers.
holidays.
Happy holidays. Mmm.
Yum.
Oh, it's so good. So unexpected because these actually have more of a fudgy interior and taste. They're really absolutely delicious. Linda, thank you very much.
You are so welcome. Put these in an airtight container in your refrigerator to store until you're ready to serve them, and then you can just take them out for a few minutes. And you see we put them in little cupcake tins to make them absolutely beautiful. So enjoy them if you make them.
So I hope you enjoyed watching this video of Linda and I making these awesome Oreo Truffles. They are very delicious. And remember, enjoy life and never stop learning. Bye now.
Bye-bye.